So much for listening to this episode of Earrings Off. We want to invite you to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. You can find us on Facebook at Earrings Off Podcast and on Instagram at The Earrings Off Podcast.
Today's episode is titled French Fries, Fried Chicken, and Fats. July's food fun and health reality. Hey everybody, welcome back to Earrings Off. I'm Lou.
And I'm Teresa.
Hello, partner. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing well. I got family in. That's a little stressful, but most of all, it's just happy times, a lot of laughing, and I'm enjoying it.
That's the best thing about summer.
Yeah.
Is of those vacations and visits and fun times and
of
course, food.
Oh yeah. Food is definitely a big part of it. Yeah.
So today we're diving into that very topic.
Okay.
Food, but with a spin.
Okay.
This is not going to be my typical conversation about food. Today we're talking about cravings and carbs.
Okay.
We're serving it up with a side of truth, health tips, and maybe a few guilty pleasures.
All right, because I tell you, partner, July is actually the Super Bowl of comfort food holidays. We've got July 4th with extreme cookouts because people have just gone off the rail. It's sort of, some of it is just, it's turned into like a food competition. It's just an abundance of food. We've got National Fried Chicken Day, Ice Cream Day, French Fries Day, Hot Dog Day, Lasagna Day. Basically, every food you shouldn't eat too much of gets its own little parade in July.
Hold up. What you're saying is that these are holidays? These are national observances?
Yes, they're holidays.
In July? Who knew? Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a whole month of sponsored cheat days.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm here for it. But anyway, that's not the show. Let's start with the obvious. These food days, they're really fun. I mean, all right, National Ice Cream Day. Everybody that knows me knows ice cream is my absolute favorite dessert. I recently went out for my birthday, and you know how they give you the free dessert? And when they offered me the choice of desserts, since I was the birthday girl, I glanced at the menu and I saw what was offered and I passed. I said, no thanks, because it didn't include an ice cream sundae. And folks at the table wanted to know why I passed. It's free and they were offering a dessert. And I said, listen, I save my calories for ice cream. I cannot waste them on this other stuff. So I'm telling you, if you're like me, you do not want to pass on National Ice Cream Day. You sort of gotta participate in it. I mean, not doing so, to me, an ice cream lover, seems like it's un-American. And just so you know, it's Sunday, July 20th. And Teresa, that works because I started limiting myself to ice cream just on Sunday. In the last 2 years, that is the only day I have it. So the holiday is Sunday, July 20th. I don't know. That sort of sounds like a 3-scoop day, but I don't know. I digress.
I was going to ask if you were going to do something special on that day. Now, let me ask you something. Are you a plain girl? You mentioned 3 scoops. Do you put toppings?
I do. And I really just put some nuts, either some walnuts, peanuts, or almonds. I just want some crunch and then I'm good. I'm good.
Okay,
I do
okay,
like a little whipped cream. I do. So I'm good after
okay.
that. Yeah.
So we all have memories tied to foods, right? Some are barbecues with hot dogs, grandma's lasagna,
Mhm.
Sunday fried chicken. It's culture, it's comfort, and it's love on a plate. In fact,
Yeah.
4th of July for me means that I have to have one grilled vegan hot dog with
Uh,
all the trimmings. I'm
all
talking
right.
onions, I'm talking mustard and relish.
Yeah. Mm.
Good.
You had me pardon until you said vegan, but anyway, I digress. But you know, Teresa, we talk about the memories. That's where my love of ice cream came from.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, my grandfather, when I would go visit him, there
Yeah.
was an ice cream parlor around the corner from his house.
Uh-huh.
And when I would visit him, as soon as I would go through the door and got settled, he'd say, "Come on, Lou, let's go." And I knew that meant we were
Yes.
going around the corner to get an ice cream cone. It never failed. And so when you talk about comfort food and memories, I love ice cream, but I don't know if I love it as much as it brings me back so
So,
to the love
yeah.
and the connection with my grandfather and how that was his way to express love to me. You know, here's the thing. We can love the memories without letting the food run our lives. And that's what I mean by I recognized I was out of control with ice cream. You know, the cholesterol, the weight, all of that. So I said, okay, I'm going to have to figure this out, do something, tweak this so that it's not unhealthy and it doesn't impact me. Because at the end of the day, the reality is our health is on the line. We're not just talking about a few extra pounds, we're talking about high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, inflammation, the stuff that creeps up quietly.
Yeah, Lou. And I'm glad you brought that up and not me. Thank
Yeah.
you for that, sis. Oh,
Yeah.
but you know what? It's like I always say, and by now everybody has heard it, okay?
Yeah.
Health is the new wealth,
It
right?
is. It is, Teresa.
You
Yeah.
can't enjoy anything, retirement, your grandbabies, your dream vacation, if your health is in the red.
That's so true. And Teresa, those are the big things, but the reality is you can't even enjoy your day-to-day living
Oh gosh,
if you're in
say that.
pain, if you're not feeling well. You know, you it impacts everything. It impacts our relationships. It impacts not only our level of activities, but how we respond to things that come at us in our everyday lives. And if you're not aware of that, you'd be surprised how you're feeling is just driving everything else, you know?
Yeah,
And so it's so
that is true.
important. Now, we're not the food police and we're not out here snatching everybody's drumstick. But what we are saying is eat the drumstick. Just don't build your whole week around the whole bucket of chicken.
Say that again for the folks in the back.
I mean, really, really, eat the drumstick, but don't build your whole week around the whole bucket. And you know, Teresa, when we grow up, and you know, as we're growing up and we're taught, you know, eat everything on your plate or don't waste food. And I had to let all of that go. I know, you know, people mean well and we grow up and you don't want to waste, and people are trying to survive and manage their budgets. But I'm telling you, I had to get comfortable with saying, okay, no, I'm not eating that. I'm not eating that. I'm not taking it home from the restaurant. I'm not packaging it up because I've had enough. And
Right.
if that was a treat for me, I don't need to double dip. and go back
Right.
and drink
I
that.
get
Yeah,
that.
and eat that.
It's
Yeah,
all about balance,
it
right?
really is.
You can celebrate French Fry Day, which happens to be my favorite food.
All right.
You can celebrate French Fry Day, but maybe pair it with a nice salad. Or
Yeah.
better yet, make your own French fries. Make sweet potato fries. It's so
Ooh.
simple.
Yeah.
Buy you some sweet potatoes, whole sweet potatoes, slice them up however you like them, soak them in a little bit of cold water for about 20 minutes.
Mm.
Rinse the water off, coat them with a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of sea salt if you like. Put them on a baking sheet and plop them in the oven. And when they're done, you will have the crispiest sweet potato fries ever. I'm making myself hungry now
Uh,
thinking about it.
and see, now listen, folks. You tuned in the earrings off. You not only get to hear our thoughts on this, Teresa gave you an actual recipe, and they're
So
good.
simple. They're
And so,
simple.
I mean, you can make tweaks with, ice cream. Maybe sometimes try out some non-dairy alternatives. That's what my husband prefers: coconut milk, almond milk, even oat milk ice cream. They have less sugar, fewer additives. They're better for you. And even if you don't like them all the time, you like the real stuff, think about maybe working them into your ice cream rotation. Just switch it up. Give your body a rest. Your body will thank you. But I want to just add a warning to that. If you see me out eating the real stuff, don't dare judge me, because you know what? You aren't the food police either.
So, but Lou, you can make your own. And
Yeah,
this is,
I've done
just,
that.
yes, you take another small little recipe, freeze some bananas. Get the bananas when they're just about too ripe, right? When they're just ripe. Freeze them and then take them out of the freezer, plop them in a blender, add a little bit of almond milk, some cocoa powder if you want chocolate, and boom, you got some faux soft serve. Top it off with some of your favorite toppings like nuts, like you've
Yeah.
mentioned.
Mhm.
And it's a guilt-free snack that still hits the spot.
And you know what? When I've done different types of fasts and gone, on raw and not eating sugar and not eating dairy, then that's my go-to to
Yeah.
just sort of get me through. So, like Teresa mentioned about swapping out things, instead of deep fried chicken, how about air fried or oven based? And, use your different spices. You still get the crunch, but you're not clogging up your arteries.
Talk about lasagna.
Hmm.
Layer in veggies. Swap the pasta with zucchini or eggplant slices, or even use lean ground turkey or lentils, right?
Hmm.
You get the satisfaction without the food coma.
Yeah, yeah. We're not asking you to abandon flavor, folks. We're saying evolve the recipe. And you do that not only for yourself, but for your family, for your community, because we want you here and we want you living your best life. Take the love and the history and remix it with your current health goals in mind.
And listen, we know it's hard. Our taste buds have been trained, but your health deserves just as much planning as your 4th of July barbecue playlist.
That's so true. If we put as much effort into that, but hey, it's a good time. Listen, if you can plan 12 different toppings for your hot dog, sis, you can plan one vegetable side. Make sure that you are balancing out that menu.
That's right. And here, I want to share some tips, Lou.
Okay.
Here are some quick fire tips for navigating July's food madness. That's what I'm going to dub it, Lou.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Listen, don't show up hungry. Eat a healthy snack before the cookout. Hydrate. Sometimes you're not even hungry. Give it a
Yeah.
try. You're just thirsty. Use smaller plates. This is what I do.
Yeah.
Because you'll naturally eat less without even thinking about it. Balance your indulgence with movement. A 20-minute walk counts, especially after a heavy meal.
Yeah, that's so true. And most of all, forgive yourself. One scoop of ice cream or one plate of lasagna does not define your entire health journey. It's what you do consistently that matters, the choices you make day after day after day. That's what's going to determine where you are on your health journey.
That's right, Lou. Let the food be fun, but let your habits build your future.
I love that. Your habits build your future. So, as July tempts us with every carb and sweets under the sun, remember, you've got the power to enjoy the moment and honor your body at the same time.
Yes, ma'am. You can have joy and health on the same plate. Health really is the new wealth, and we're all about helping you secure that bag.
Yeah, that's it for today's episode of Earrings Off. Please, if you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend who needs just a little nudge away from the deep fryer.
Or the ice cream truck.
Yeah.
See you.
Take care of yourselves and your health.
Because earrings off means it's time to get real. See you next time.
Take good care.